If you do not adjust to the market, you're going to be left behind. And that is as simple as it truly gets. When you look at most coaching businesses today, whether they be in a very far reach audience that actually reaches a lot of people, whether it be trading, whether it be health, whether it be fucking anything, in those communities, because they reach so many people, you're going to get a quicker churn rate of what works and what doesn't work. And what that looks like is 6 months ago, high ticket funnels work. A few years back, literally dropping a fucking Stripe link within YouTube, within DMs, within email lists, people will buy. If it's a 5K offer, 6K, 10K, it doesn't matter, they'll buy. That was years ago. Now the market is changing. You have so many people coming in to the point where it's now diluted the market. Every single person is selling a mentorship. Every single person is trying to sell something. And because of that, people have lost trust, right? They think that, okay, if this guy's selling a mentorship or this guy's selling a mentorship, what's the difference? Why are they all selling one? And just that alone is enough to deter the buyer. This is why the low ticket community works so well. And it is a great, great front end offer to scale people into your back end offer. This is the same funnel that's used by currently some of these people. I believe some of them actually do run it and some of them don't run it as well. So this person, everyone knows this guy, Umar, he ran this years ago and currently now he's pivoted and he's doing a software, but these people do sell it, okay? The one thing they have to understand is everyone has their own unique market, and because of that, they have to pivot towards that. If you go ahead and just try and copy anyone else's coaching program and you have a following, you're not probably going to sell that much because you haven't studied your own market. The number one step towards selling any type of information online is first understanding who you are selling to. Because if someone wants apples and you give them bananas, they're not going to buy. And in this case, these people have fully understood their audience to a T, down to the last minute detail, to the point where now they're ahead of the market. They know when the market is going to change. I say they, their operator behind the scenes, whoever the fuck it is. Actually, I know who it is, but I'm not going to say it here. He knows what is happening. He is one step ahead, 10 steps ahead. And that is why these people will continue on killing it. And because of that, what you'll notice is that these people don't really do any type of hard marketing selling that we see in like the info space now, which is what? CTA stories, story reels, all these things that eventually go to a CTA and then they get them to book in a call or get them to sign up to a webinar or get them to even book in a challenge funnel. It doesn't matter. Whatever it is, hard selling. Except for this person, I believe she actually did run a 3-day live training recently. I remember that. And this person as well, quite different. Now, but that works. Their audience, that's the main thing. If your audience is not wanting what you're giving, don't give it. It's that simple. If you give the wrong thing to your target audience, to your audience that follows you, you will nuke your brand. As soon as they release it, you'll see that the audience almost like just step back in a way where they are now disgusted with you, in a way where now they are questioning you, in a way where now you've lost your authority and now you can no longer sell anything. And the reason why these low ticket communities actually work so well is simply because when you compare it to the market within traders, like anyone who wants to start day trading, whatever it may be, Forex, whatever it is, it doesn't matter. They have seen almost every single Discord. They have seen almost every single strategy. They have seen it all. You can't sell these people, okay? They have to sell themselves. And through that, that is done by getting them results. And that is not done, unfortunately, as much as I wish it could be true and you could just charge 5K a pop, 6K a pop, 7K a pop. You can't do it. The easiest way is to do it via a front end community, which is low ticket. And then through that, in the back end, you do this. You upsell them. And because you've made them money now, they're going to trust you, like you, know you even more to the point where they'll be willingly able to pay more than 5, 6, 7K. It doesn't matter. They'll even pay 10K. So let me show you how one of these communities actually looks like from the inside. What the current scope is within the trading community market. Let's just take this as the perfect example to show you guys. The thing is, people just want to be close to the creator. They don't want to learn the new strategy. They just want to learn how they do it. And then they want to do it by literally watching them do it. And they want to do it for cheap because they've seen all the strategy, right? We went over that shit. So they do it via this. I believe they go live every single day or every single, trading live day, doesn't matter. And then from that, they actually allow 7 days of free trial. Within that, they'll make money. Even if it's $2, it doesn't matter. As soon as you break the belief within someone that your system, your program, your community works, they'll pay. Even if they don't have the money, they'll find the money. And the even better part about this is simply once this is done, you can now go ahead and actually run a book and a call funnel, right? You don't even have to have a VSL because with this person, they've actually fully optimized their personal brand. They have all the right types of people who actually come in and watch their funnel, who come in and watch their content, and then through that, they've figured out a way to actually get them to buy the low ticket. And because that's built trust, that's built authority, now they can actually do a waitlist. And then within the waitlist, now they can sell. So they're actually making money on both ends now. If they had traditionally gone for the way where it was a front end high ticket offer, they would have struggled. Absolutely. People don't want to watch some type of BS Miami guru and like shit anymore. They don't want to watch that shit. They know it's fake. I know it's fake. You probably know it's fake, bro. So much of that shit is rented. It isn't even real. It doesn't matter how much they rent it. People will see through, people will find a way. So you have to just give value, and you give value via your content because that is the number one way to reach people. It is not via outbound. It is not via some other bullshit tactic that people are telling you to do. No, content is king. So do more content and do more educational based content. The best mix would actually be educational content, viral content, and then talking head content, lifestyle content, a little bit mixed in between there. But you get the idea. And as you can see within this guy's videos, almost every video, almost everyone is exactly how to trade. Here's a trade I took, here's this I took, here's this I took. And then through that, people get interested, people get intrigued, they go ahead, they look through the discounts, they look through the testimonials, and then they just buy it. Because when it's such a low ticket offer, it's like, I'll pay for it once, let's see what happens. They're hooked. It's like a drug. It's like gambling, bro. So when you actually try to run a high ticket offer on the front end, what it usually looks like is what I've drawn in front of you. Now, when it comes down to trying to reach a mass market within your audience, whether it be through a health coach, whether it be through a trading coach, whether it be through a bunch of other coaches, it doesn't matter. You need to appeal to majority of people, and majority of people don't really have that much money. Majority of Instagram's content, I believe it does actually reach the third world, and the third world is not going to pay $5 grand for a mentorship, bro. Let's be fucking real. When you try to reach a mass market audience, and in the front end you have a high ticket offer currently running, what you'll find is because majority of the people that Instagram shows your content to is usually within the third world, or they don't have a high purchasing power, they will just for now once, okay, completely disregard you. And they do that because they see you as a scammer. They've seen even one bad like testimonial. It doesn't matter. That's enough for these third worlders, can't speak English, to now go ahead and completely discard you. And there's no point in doing that. I know you think that you want to not even work with these types of people, but if you can get $100 and you can get into a low ticket community where you have to do basically fuck all and actually just give something that you're already doing anyway and basically just show them on a live call, why would you not do that? That seems like the most easiest money that you ever make within this info coaching space. So trying to appeal to the mass market via a VSL book and a call funnel, let's say, it looks like this. People are coming in within the funnel, they watch your content, and now because there's so much friction right here with VSL book and a call funnel, because now they book in a call and the setter, the closer, whoever is handling the booking the calls and actually seeing and vetting these people before they actually jump on, is gonna just keep on bombarding them with like, get the fuck away from us. We don't want your money. Okay, bro. Raj from India, we don't want your money. We don't want it. And because of that, now it creates friction. And that friction eventually leads to you never getting money from this customer ever again. And the best part is they want to give you money, but they don't want to give you $5 grand. So isn't it better in this case to actually go ahead and use this funnel, which is more mass market, of course, but because you have a low ticket offer in the front end, and because you now have zero friction here, you can now go ahead and actually get them within the funnel and actually get them some results. And through that, you filter out the best ones who then go ahead and pay you the $5 grand, $6 grand, $7 grand, $8 grand, $10 grand, doesn't matter what the fuck it is. That is a better lifetime value for a customer. And because this is such a easy model to do, the CAC is extremely low. Whereas with this, you're paying for the VSL hosting site, you're paying for this, you're paying for that, you're paying for a bunch of setters, a bunch of closers, it doesn't matter. You're paying for all these things before someone even books in a call. Now, are you still going to get people to book in a call? Yes, of course you are. I'm not disregarding that. But currently what is working within the market right now is this. Now, a while back, the Fanbase CEO actually posted an X post, and I was quite intrigued by it because first of all, it kind of shocked me. And when I actually went ahead and, DM'd him about it and asked him, yo, who's this person you're talking about in this, X post? He told me, and then I went ahead and looked at his funnel. So I want to show you how simple it is and how much money this person, this doctor, is making by having such a simple low ticket product that eventually leads to a high ticket upsell within the back end. That's why I DM'd him asking like, yo, bro, are you allowed to, reveal the name? He's like, yeah, it's this guy. So let's go into it and let's actually find out who he is and what he does and how he does it. Because you want to remove as much friction as possible to people buying your information, buying your coaching, buying your low ticket products, you don't even call it paid anything. You just call it all links plus some free classes. That is exactly what it actually is. So you're not even lying in this case, which some people may think that you are, but you're not. Now remember, the CEO of Fanbases himself claimed that this person is making anywhere between 6 and 7 mil per month from these few products. And then within this, I assume they have a back end upsell. Obviously, I'm not sure, but there's no way they're doing this without just this. But because this person has educational content within his YouTube, which I'm also going to show you how that is positioned before they even ask anyone for their credit card details or anything like that. Now, this is very specific to the health niche specifically. Within the health niche, people are, in case of this person, they're looking to live longer. They're looking to biohack. They're looking to do all these things where they just have more time for their family. That sell is very, very easy. All you have to do is position yourself in authority, which this person has, by constantly having podcasts, educational content, so much free value that people now almost feel obligated to give them money. And that is the type of approach people need to take. If you go ahead and try to not build authority, not build trust, not get people to do the 3 simple things before they buy, which is know, like, and trust you across several different platforms, across several different videos, across multiple different types of content, going ahead in the future, you're not going to get any sales. You may get some via a CTA Instagram story that you run, and that may pay the bills. But is that what you want to do? No. You want to make consistent money with your coaching business. And that is what these people have done. Okay, so let's go ahead and actually have a look and let me show you exactly how they do it. The front end of the funnel, which is the Instagram, it just goes straight to the low ticket products. You cannot even see the coaching, like mentorship applications. You can't see it. You have to go through ahead and do it through YouTube. And I think they've done this very, very specifically because they want a certain type of person who is going to watch this long form type of content or even just click on it, because that's enough. If you're interested in these types of things, you have these problems, so that you want to solve them. And then because you watch these videos, you see these links here, and these links, let me show you where they go to. So the first one goes to a VSL. And this VSL, all it does is just educates you, and then from here, you can actually go ahead and buy the low ticket product, right? That is a low ticket, once again, that is pitched within the front end that we see in the Instagram. But in here as well, we see another low ticket product. $37 for literally healing your health and feeling healthy again. It's not even that big of a expense. And once again, if the before education wasn't enough and the exact person doesn't know what they're actually hopping on to give the person their details and then watch a VSL, now they're going to be even more intrigued because now they have a longer VSL to give them more education on exactly what the fuck it is that this shit has, what the hell this page has, and why I need it, why you would need it. So once you click on the I'm ready to heal, it takes you down the page, and because it's so smooth, it makes it so easy for the person to actually just put in all their details. You want to make buying your information as frictionless as possible, whatever that may look like for your specific type of market. In this case, it's a more of a older demographic, like anyone above 35 to 50 who want to, biohack, live longer, all these things. And with them, they're not really that tech savvy. So you want to make it as easy as possible. And whether you look through this to your phone, whether it's through the laptop, it almost makes it so simple for you to put in your information that you would be stupid, and genuinely I'd be concerned if you even have a functioning brain if you can't go ahead and find the information to put down, right? You and I are different. You're probably young if you're watching this, so we can handle all this shit. But the auto demo can't. It's the small things, right? The things that you wouldn't think about. But it does matter because you need to know who you're selling to. And once you know that, it makes it so easy to print, which this person is. Now, with this third product, it is, once again, a $37 product. But here's what I've come to the conclusion, that they're not just making money from these exact products, these exact, books, community programs. It's through the entire ecosystem. Everything that the people buy, whether it be through the book, whether it be through a supplement, all of it comes down to, and because it is so cheap and because they know their market, they know how to price it. All of that to say, if you do not understand, yes, I do have hair, by the way. I know it looks like I do wear a hat in all my videos and all my photos, but I do have hair. If you do not understand the market and if you do not adjust accordingly, you're going to be left behind. And some people are already experiencing this. You want to always stay one step ahead of the market. And currently what is working with mass market people who do mass market products and it reaches a wider audience across the world is low ticket. And then through that, you get results, and now they know I can trust you, then you upsell them. That is what works. Now, every demo is slightly different for a creator, of course, and because of that, you have to adjust. But then again, it comes down to the first point. If you don't do market research, how are you going to know? How are you going to possibly know what to sell, who to sell, why to sell it to then? So since this video was a bit all over the place, I don't really have it planned. I don't like doing that. Maybe at a certain point I'll do it, but let's quickly go over what exactly we've gone over today. So you at least walk away understanding exactly how to implement this within your own business if that's what you want to do. The number one step towards selling anything is knowing who you're selling to. And knowing who you're selling to simply just comes down to doing the right type of market research. When you do the right type of market research, what you'll find is exactly who your demo is, what their genre is, what their pain points are, if they even want to buy from you in the first place, what exactly is that they want, because if you sell them the wrong thing, you're not going to fucking make any money. But these people do want to pay you money. They do want something from you. They trust you. They want to buy something from you. All you have to do is pitch the right thing. Now, in terms of this video, what we were talking about today was exactly offering a low ticket community, a low ticket product to get people in within the coaching business, to get them crazy, and if not even crazy, a small amount of results. Once you get them even the tiniest bit of results, these people now adore you. Now they understand that you're actually not full of shit. Now they understand that if I can pay you $100 a month and you can make me $2,000, $1,000, $50, it doesn't matter. Whatever it is that you offer, if it's a small increment increase of what they were doing before, they're now going to pay you that amount of money on per month, per month, per month until they eventually get to their goal because the barrier to entry was so low. I just said this, but once you give them some results, they will literally worship you because they will understand, oh my God, if I can get this amount of results with this person at such a low cost, what about the other thing? They'll literally inquire you. They'll ask you, yo, bro, do you offer something more one-on-one? They'll ask you because they know you do. They just don't know exactly how it works and they don't want to pay that much upfront. So now that you've got them some results, they're willing to pay. And that is why this is the easiest sell of your life. Now, because there's no Typeform application in this case to actually go ahead and qualify the people and for them to get a rough idea of what it is exactly that you offer, what the price range is, what the actual program looks like, you can now come up with an entirely new offer that the market has never seen before. Whether it be intensive daily IRL one-on-ones, whether it be intensive daily coaching one-on-ones, it doesn't matter. Whatever it is exactly that you want to offer, you can now literally put your own spin on it. And because this person is warm, because this person has bought from you before, because this person now trusts you, they will literally, bro, they'll get out a fucking bank loan to pay you because they know you get results. It's just about now getting closer to you. That's what they want. And the next part is simple. Just keep on getting them results. If you keep on getting them results, your customer LTV is going to remain ever high for the rest of whatever the relationship looks like between you and the client. So once that's done, you just rinse and repeat. Exactly at this point, you understand that, okay, now that you're even slightly ahead of the market when it comes to knowing what to pitch, how to pitch, and what to pitch, you now understand, okay, when something changes, at least I'm ahead of it. At least I'm on the cusp. At least I'm closer to it. If you still offer a 5K one-on-one, 6K, 7K, 8K, whatever it is, as your front end, and your content isn't dialed in, people aren't going to buy from you, bro. It's really that simple. That is how you stay ahead of the market. Now, this is actually doing pretty well right now, this strategy, this exact strategy for, let's say, trading mentorships, right? They're doing actually pretty good. But it's not going to last. Something's going to happen, something's going to change, something within the market. Maybe by the time you watch this video, this has already died out. Maybe by the time you actually see if this works, it's already not working. Whatever it may be, take action quick to it. If you understand in the slightest of what I've gone over today, is that you need to just offer a low ticket. It's really that simple. Once you offer a low ticket, the barrier to entry is quite low. And even if you have people coming in from the third world, now that they paid such a low amount and you made them even 1% returns on their investment, they're now going to pay you. I really want to hammer that point in. This looks quite simple on the front end, but what you'll come to understand is when you try to actually do this yourself, you'll find out real quick that it is not quite as simple as it looks. Trying to get the right type of email marketing in, trying to get the right type of content out, trying to get the right type of people to actually watch your content, trying to get the community set up in a way where you're not paying crazy amounts on the payment processor. All of these niche things like that people don't really talk about within this space, it really is quite a struggle. If you want to see how you can actually implement this yourself, and actually go ahead and start printing and start trying to at least get within the speed of the market and then eventually pivot to something else when the market eventually predictably changes because it's going to happen. Drop me a DM. I'm genuinely trying to help you. So if that's something that you want to do, get a more personal, actual professional look in within your business to see if you could even pivot to this, to see what exactly is that works for your type of market. Drop me a DM and we'll have a chat.